Guys, so it's Keoshia. I'm back for another budgeting video. If you like my budgeting videos, please give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you turn on that notification bell so you don't miss any more videos from me. And without further ado, let's just get into the video. Okay, you guys, so in today's video, we're going to talk about how to pay off debt, how to take control of your money. The average American today is $50,000 in personal debt. This is credit card debt, auto debt, student loan debt. And when you ask them what is the number one thing that they want to do financially is to pay off their debt so they don't owe anybody any more money. But that's always easier said and done. So today we're going to talk about two methods to pay off your debt so you can take control of your money. So the first method is going to be the avalanche method, and the second method is going to be the snowball method. These are the most popular methods that people use to pay off their debt very quickly and on a strategic plan. If you guys don't know, with these types of debt payoff plans, you can plan it out down to the day, down to the year, down to almost the minute that you're going to pay off your debt. And so you'll be able to see how long it's going to take you to pay off debt, what you can do in between, things that you can plan so that you can stay on your debt payoff plan. So using these methods are really beneficial when you're on a journey to pay off your debt. So I highly recommend them. I personally use the snowball method, but you can use the avalanche method. I'm going to tell you how both of them work so you can choose the best plan that works for you. The first method we're going to talk about is the avalanche method. This method, you use your interest rate in order to determine which debt you will pay off first. And the reason why you choose the one with the interest rate first is because you're trying to pay as little interest as possible, therefore paying less debt. So with the avalanche method, you will list your debts in the order of the highest interest rate into the smallest interest rate, and you will start paying off your debt in that order. Now, when it comes to the avalanche method, when you pay off that first highest debt with the most interest rate, you pay that minimum payment plus a extra amount or any extra money you can do to throw on it, and you pay it down just like that. Now, once you get through paying off the one with the highest interest, then you'll move to the one with the next highest, the next highest, and the next highest. And like I said, the benefit of this method is that you are able to pay off your loans quicker with the least amount of interest, because if you pay it off in the other method I'm going to tell you about in a few minutes, you'll pay more interest, but you'll get instant gratification. Now, one thing with the avalanche method is you don't usually get instant gratification. It's something that you have to really be disciplined and really focused on your plan. That's why a lot of people don't like to use the avalanche method, because you don't get instant gratification, because you are paying something that is a higher balance or a higher interest rate first, and therefore you feel like you're paying off debt forever and ever. But this can save you thousands of dollars depending on what kind of interest you have on the plans that you have. Like if you have plans with super high interest, this might benefit you to do it this way. But if you have some that maybe have really super low interest, or something that has no interest, then it may not work for you depending on what's going on with your debt. Now, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people love this method when they have stuff that's high interest and they don't want to pay all that interest on it. So this is the method you would choose if you have a lot of high interest rate loans, credit cards, whatever the case may be. You might want to look into avalanche method versus the snowball method to see which one you may pay less interest or end up paying less money overall in all of the loans you owe. So for example, what I mean by that is, say that you have 5 credit cards, okay, and the total balance of those credit cards are $20,000. Well, paying it with the avalanche method, you may only pay $5,000 in interest if you pay it off that way, versus the snowball method where you may pay $10,000 in interest if you pay it that way. So that's how some people like to use the avalanche method. They say it does take willpower because you don't get instant gratification, but they will pay less in interest, and they're willing to do that because they don't want to pay a lot of money in interest. So that is one of the reasons that a lot of people use the avalanche method. Method is the snowball method, and as you can tell from how the avalanche method works, this will be the completely opposite. So with the snowball method, you're going to list all of your debt from the smallest to the largest. It's not based on interest rate at all. You're just going to start $50 to a $10,000. So anything that falls in between there, you're going to list them all in order down to the penny. And what this does is that you pay off the smallest debts first. And the reason why a lot of people like this one, especially when they don't have a lot of extra money to pay on debt, when they're on a low income or irregular income, or you know, things like that, or they're single income and don't have a double income, they like to pay it off in a snowball method because they feel like they're accomplishing more quickly. So for instance, if you have 5 credit cards and they vary from $50 to $150, you can pay them off in 3 months, and you'll see that stuff falling off, and you know, store closing, your interest rates go up. I mean, store cards are closing, or credit cards are closing, or debt is going down. And so you feel like, okay, I can do this because I see the results right now. I am paying debt off. I am on my gazelle intense. And so a lot of people like the snowball method for that reason, so they can get that instant gratification and kind of motivates them and keeps them wanting to do it, versus the avalanche method, which will take longer to get the instant gratification, because paying off something with a higher balance and a high interest rate could take years to pay off before you even get to the next loan or credit card or whatever the case may be. But with the snowball, you'll more likely get to, you know, the smaller balances quicker, and then towards the end it'll be like the home stretch. So it's kind of reverse. So avalanche, you'll be at the home stretch, you'll be at the stretch, and then you go down. But with the snowball, you go down until you get to home stretch, if you know what I mean. So a lot of people like to do it that way. Like I said, I do the snowball method because my interest rates didn't really matter in this case. So I'm not really worried about doing it in the avalanche method because it wouldn't benefit me. But you may want to take into account how much interest you're paying, and how much debt you have, and how much, you know, which one will pay the less interest, or if you even care about which one will pay the less interest. Some people just don't care. They're like, I'm gonna pay interest, it doesn't matter. But sometimes $5,000 in interest versus $10,000 in interest can be a really big deal. So a lot of people want to make sure that they're getting the most, I guess, bang for their buck. Even though you in debt, you really can't get bang for your buck, but y'all know what I mean. So it's sort of like that. So they try to analyze it that way so they can have better results. So which method is better for you? Just like I said, it depends on what is important to you. Do you want to not pay a lot of interest, or do you want to see instant gratification? That's really the main 2 reasons that people pick these. Some people need instant gratification. They need it right away. They need to see that debt falling off. They need to see them credit cards getting closed. They need to see that balance going down. And then other people need to be like, I can do the long stretch. I don't really care, but I don't need to be paying the extra $10,000 in interest. I need to pay as little interest as possible so that my overall debt is smaller than what it would have been if I would have took the true amount of time to pay this debt off. So I feel like it just depends on your life, what's going on in your life, what you have going on, what you don't have going on. Like I said, personally, because I didn't have that much debt and my interest rate really didn't make a difference on how much I paid off for real, I chose to do the snowball method so I can get some good instant gratification, okay? Because I'm not all about instant gratification. I can do the long stretch, but everybody loves instant gratification. Everybody loves to feel like they accomplished something. Everybody feels like they have done exactly what they need to do, and they can see the results. They can see debt going down quickly, faster. And then some people don't care. They be like, I'm paying this debt, so I just don't want to pay no more interest. I don't want to pay no more interest than I have to pay, and that's completely okay. But that's up to each individual, family, person, you know, whatever the case may be. They have to decide that for themselves. So nobody can tell you which one is the best method for you. They can just tell you the benefits of this one and the benefits of that one, and then you can choose which one you like. Okay, you guys, so I really hope this video help you guys decide how to pay off your debt and how to control your money. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.